Hey, you guys, it's Canna Tori here. Um, Today I want to talk about Rick Simpson oil. So today I want to talk RSO, Rick Simpson oil. Um, there's just so much information online. So I'll read over one I found on dosing. I found one we might get to on preparing the cannabis solvent. I'm just going to really try to give you all the information that I have that just collected and gathered from all of the research that I've done real quick. So there are a lot of wonderful YouTube videos like this one about RSO, what RSO is, um, benefits of RSO. So Rick Simpson oil is a it is an Rick Simpson oil, FICO, full extract cannabis oil, crude oil. These are all some of the names. Rick Simpson, back in 2003, was diagnosed with a basal skin cell carcinoma skin cancer. And he did this extraction method on the marijuana plant, and he applied it as a topical directly to the area in which his skin cancer was. Within a week, the skin cancer was gone, and to this day has yet to return. So Rick Simpson at that point, instead of like selling this and being like, hey, he basically just put it out there for everyone to judge for themselves. He put it out there with the method on how to make it. RSO is a very thick, dark green, almost black in color, crude cannabis oil. So it's about 50 to 90% THC. It's got all of your cannabinoids, all of your terpenes. It's got everything in it. It's just a complete breakdown of all the cannabinoids in the plant. It's also fully activated, so you can bake with it. You can ingest it orally. You can put it on as a topical. You can put a little bit on a piece of food to make it taste better. You don't want to dab it, so you don't want to do dabs with RSO. It's nothing that you're going to smoke. It's a complete oral ingestion. And so going back to another one of the videos that I had done on the endocannabinoid system and cannabinoids, what RSO does is then it just breaks down all of the cannabinoids in the cannabis plant. Typically cannabis indica is going to be used for an RSO extraction. And so we break down all these cannabinoids and then we introduce them into our body's endocannabinoid system, and it reacts within our body to create homeostasis. It treats a variety of different major diseases, major illnesses, major physical impairments. So RSO, on top of its healing, it's nothing that's been proven yet, so I'm trying to think of that word. But on top of its possible healing abilities, we've got to get the MORE Act passed. We've got to get our state lawmakers involved with the MORE Act. We've got to get marijuana removed as a Class 1 scheduled drug, and we've got to get it off of urine analyses, period. Hands down, that's what we've got to do. Once we can do that, we can do more research. We can do research on products that are in the market. We can actually learn about how good this really could be for us. So it creates homeostasis within your body. It also, aside from cancer, insomnia, arthritis, high blood pressure, depression, MS, fibromyalgia, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, Tourette syndrome, lupus, addiction, anything that you suffer with chronic pain. So there's one video on YouTube I know, and it's this gentleman, and he's got Parkinson's, and he's going like this. So he does his oral administration, sublingual, under his tongue, and within 4 minutes, real time, he just in front of your eyes levels out, and it's like, okay, let's go get some food now. Seizures, there's videos you can watch. Epilepsy, same situation. The most fascinating thing about the cancer treatment is that it is not only shown to be this like miracle option, which that is not anything that I'm saying, is not disclosed, not proven. But what it is shown and what is proven is it reduces cancerous growth, it eliminates cancerous growth, it protects the healthy cells that are near the cancerous cells, so it isolates and solely attacks the cancerous cells. It's been shown to go great in hand in hand with radiation treatment and work very well. It's also for the nausea and the pain that comes along with the cancer treatment itself. So it's very easy to administer, and Rick Simpson did leave us with dosing. So RSO dosing, so you can get a 1 gram RSO. Here in my medical state, you can usually find a 1 gram RSO anywhere from $35 to $55 dollars. We are working on these various penny RSO programs. Been very fortunate to work with some different vendors for this program. Would like to reach out to the American Cancer Society, some different things there, see if we can get that going in our state and really get something good for our patients. So Rick Simpson suggests starting by taking a dose about half the size of a dry rice grain, and take this 3 times a day. Be aware it's very potent, which is the reason why your first dose should be the size of half a grain of rice, so that your body can gradually adjust. He then recommends for the first 5 weeks, you double your dose every 4 days. As you consume more, your body builds up a tolerance. The effects of the oil, similar to most forms of cannabis ingested orally, may take up to an hour to feel the effects. The maximum dose you should consume is a full gram, and stick with that dose for the remainder of the 12 weeks. Side effects are limited, mostly include sleepiness. However, daytime sleepiness should fade within 3 to 4 weeks. Increasing the dose gradually will help minimize the psychoactive effects as well. So that is Rick Simpson oil in a nutshell. WikiHow actually has a pretty neat make Rick Simpson oil at home using isopropyl alcohol. Definitely want to make sure that you're determining what the base breakdown is in either your RSO or your tinctures. One of the components that some people will use is Everclear. Everclear is, of course, a grain alcohol. So if you're an alcoholic that has been 20 years sober, you do not want to go and use a tincture with Everclear. I know that I've had patients, and so that was the first thing that I expressed whenever I did have one of those types of versions, and I had somebody say, oh my gosh, that would have, really, really affected them bad if I hadn't been the person that they had speaked with, and if I hadn't told them that. They would have bought it. They wouldn't have known. That would have. So anyways, you want to be clear there. You can make it with isopropyl alcohol. It's actually pretty easy. My camera, I don't think it's going to let me switch it around. No, it's not letting me switch it around. I actually had something set up, just going over kind of how to make it. But basically it just talks about preparing the solvent, draining the solvent, and using your rice cooker, letting it cook out to this crude oil form. So it seems like the RSO, and actually with the rice cooker, is going to be something that's not too difficult to make, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try soon. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was RSO 101 with Canna Tori. If you want to see the Oklahoma fire, you can check out at Tori's Canna Collection. I'm sorry, at Tori's Canna Collective on Facebook. Like, subscribe. Have a great day.